He tried it.
Hey, chill.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Leenda, and this is for the record, Your Honor. So let's review and read this article from verbmoto.com. Daniel Blair fooled us all. And it was written by Slaw Dog, February 20th, 2025.
Fool me once, Daniel Blair. Shame on you. Last week I was cruising the Moto Twitter space, a very underrated space, I may add. As I'm scrolling, I see a Mr. Daniel Blair tweet this.
Oh, wow. Vince to HRC? Gonna have to check a few more sources, but dang, I'm hearing chatter.
And your boy fell hook, line, and sinker for it. I thought this was real. Honda was without Hunter and Jet, and Vince is a longtime Honda rider, just won the AMA Arena Cross Championship, and yeah, sure, why not, right?
A few moments later, Daniel tweeted,
"Just heard not happening. Vince turned it down."
This is where my buns perked up. No way Vince would turn down a factory Honda ride, right? Something felt off. This just couldn't be true, or could it? By this time, your boy was in a state of mental warfare. I had no idea what was real or fake. And it was all Daniel's fault. Turns out Daniel fooled us all. He was joking about all of it. Bravo, Daniel. Bravo. Daniel told the truth about it all on this week's Blair Matthews project.
And start saying, Vince, you're hearing Vince Freeze has a shot. We'll see what happens. And then a few days later, Vince turned it down.
It was a few minutes later.
Daniel.
Settle down. It wasn't a few days.
Daniel, Kellen, this is what, there's all the YouTube kooks. There's all these guys out there. There's some guy on Facebook, I've been told, that just takes legitimate media stories and posts them up as their own. Kellen, it's guys like Daniel that are making our job harder because
guys like Daniel.
It's guys like Daniel. I mean, Vince was never in the running and Vince didn't turn it down. And I know you were having a grand old time with this, but Daniel, people listen to you and they really think you're being serious.
So let me, all right. So first, let me ask you this. Both Tony Alessi and Lars contacted me. Which one do you think contacted me first over that?
First would be Tony.
Yes, Tony was first.
Yeah, Tony being like, what have you heard? Have you talked to Lars? What's going on? Yeah, absolutely.
So here's what happened. I was on my podcast joking around. We were playing around with the idea and I threw it out there as a joke. And I did not realize that it was going to happen. All right, I thought I was being funny. I have a tendency to be silly and loose, and I thought it would be the most ironic thing ever to say Vince, just because of the obviously that it's not going to happen. So yeah, I got contacted by both, but I also got contacted by someone who is in the know, who said the name did get brought up in a group of names, so it wasn't like it never got brought up, but it was brought up more in a haha. So to be fair, it got brought up at one point by somebody in the group, and yeah, it didn't go anywhere. But no, I was playing, and Lars had to go and clean that up, make a statement, and it got on the Supercross Instagram. I mean, yeah, it was a joke, and I learned my lesson.
Kellen.
And again, I didn't know I had that kind of reach on X. I didn't know it was going to be taken that way. It was a joke, and I thought I said it as a joke. It came across to me as a joke, and then I woke up the next morning and was like, oh, shit. And so yeah, I'm sorry, Lars, Tony, and Vince, but I was playing.
This is what he does, Kellen.
He does not. I've never done anything like that. In fact, I know a lot of things all the time, and I don't say anything. I wait for you, and I've even told you that. I usually wait for Steve to say it, and then I go and say things after. I accidentally once made a joke, and I will never do it again. I apologize.
Wait, so that was why Lars had to release a statement in Detroit? Daniel just out here causing a ruckus and fooling poor souls like myself. Bravo, Daniel. Bravo!